Is it possible to not do water changes? Let me clarify. Somehow or some way, the dirty water inside your tank does need to get replaced with new water. But the real question is, do you have to do water changes yourself? I have a product here that claims to do it for you. It's called the Smart Automatic Water Changer by AutoAqua. I'm actually interested in seeing if this can take away the most annoying thing to me in the world, which is doing water changes. So I did just order this myself. This thing is kind of expensive. It sells for about $200. So it's not necessarily gonna break the bank, but it's definitely the same cost as like new skimmer or light or another piece of equipment that you could spend that 200 bucks on. The question is it worth it? Now, I don't know how a machine is going to compare to a human being doing your water changes. That's probably the biggest concern I have for it right now. All right, let's open it. So it looks pretty similar to their ATO unit, but this comes with 2 extra pumps for a total of 3, which I'm assuming you need to pump all the water in and out of the tanks and reservoirs. And you get this little LCD controller thing, which is very small, about the size of one of those old iPod Nanos. It's not really difficult to set up, but there are a lot of wires. Seriously, if you're in your living room or your tank needs to be kind of presentable, you're gonna have to spend some time figuring out how to organize it all underneath or behind the tank. I'm just here in my dorm room, so for me, it's not really the end of the world. And I don't graduate until June, so I have another 6 months before I have to be presentable. Normally, you would install this in your sump so that it's hidden away, but I have it set up like this just for demonstration to keep it as simple as possible. All right, so basically the way that this works is you use these sensors to tell the product where you want the water to drain to, and then where you want the water to fill back up to. So the distance between them is the amount of water that you are going to be changing. Both sensors are literally the size of a penny. The magnets to hold the sensors are pretty good. The hose clamps, the things that actually hold the tubing to your tank or bucket, I really like those. Let's check out the controller. So as far as the ATO goes, you have the ability to turn it on and off, but we're gonna turn that off for now and just focus on the water changing. So for the water changes, there's an automatic mode where you can schedule it to take out a certain amount on its own, but I'm gonna use the manual mode because I just feel more comfortable telling it when to start and stop. All right, so I'm gonna give this my first test, and when I click this button, it should automatically change the water in my tank. So let's try it out. Oh, there it goes. Water's draining. So basically, it's gonna take out water until it reaches the bottom sensor, and then it's gonna wait a few minutes and then refill it back to the top sensor. And there it goes. And so it's now from this bucket pumping back into the tank. And it's done. So that's pretty cool. And now that it's set up, it's pretty much good to go whenever you want to do another water change. So here are my overall thoughts on this product. It's definitely very helpful, but whether it's worth it is probably gonna depend on the size of your tank and the type of tank you have. For example, I think this product is perfect for my seahorse tank because it's a bare bottom, so there's no sand to siphon. But for like this tank, which does have sand, it's not as practical because then I wouldn't be siphoning and taking out all the bad nutrients from the sand bed. Also, seahorses are a lot more delicate than normal fish, so they require extra pristine water. And this thing I could set up to do like a 1 gallon water change every day. It would do it all on its own. And in that sense, this product is quite amazing and definitely a step in the right direction. What this product also helped me realize was that it's not necessarily the actual siphoning during the water change that makes water changes so annoying. In my opinion, the worst part about water changes is everything you have to do before that. So making the RODI water, mixing the salt in there until it's perfect. That's a pain. I feel like that is the main hassle when it comes to, oh, I have to do a water change. If you buy this product, you just need to have the right expectations. This is definitely going to help, but if you really don't want to do a water change yourself, it won't take care of all of the steps A through Z. Here's who I think this product is perfect for. People who have medium or larger sized tanks. And that's because people who have like medium sized tanks actually make a lot of water at a time. They store it in vats, they have huge mixing containers, and all of like the first half of the process, like I mentioned before, is way more automated. Also, those are the kinds of people who have to wait like an hour watching the tank drain to make sure that the bucket doesn't overflow. For the price, I don't think it's the greatest buy for small nano tank owners like me, because you're already gonna be spending a lot of time making your water in small batches, and sometimes it's just easier and quicker to manually take out a bucket of water and then put in a new bucket of clean water. One more thing with the price, after using this product and seeing how it works, I do believe that the technology in this box is definitely worth the $200, especially considering it's a better version of their Smart ATO Micro. So you'd be spending about $100 or $125 on that, which I think everyone should have one of those. So for only $75 more, if you can afford it, I don't think you're gonna be disappointed with this product, and it can definitely help out any tank owner. That's it for this video. If you have used this product or have any extra questions for me, make sure to put them in the comments below. I'll try to circle back every once in a while to this video and answer as many of those as I can. I'll also leave a link to this product in my description below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Remember to keep those nitrates low. George, out.